Hello, wrestling fans. Chris Shore here at Venue 29 in beautiful Concord, North Carolina, where in just a few minutes, 8 men will step into that ring, but only one will step out with a chance at the Pro Wrestling Evo Heavyweight Championship. It's January 13th, 2012, and that means one thing. It's time for EVOEight.
To the revolution, it's retribution on the path to destruction. Cause this is our future, and at the end of the world, it's all or nothing. So get ready for a beatdown. Tell me what you gonna do now. Cause we're about to break the walls down. And we do it all for the crowd. Got the heart of a champion, and we're ready for war when the bell is rung. This is our resolution. This ain't wrestling, it's evolution. Pro Wrestling Evolution. Oh, we're taking over. We're gonna give it all we've got. Come on, and we're never gonna stop.
We're live here, as you can see. We're setting up for the EVOEight tournament. Had a couple of moments getting this on the air tonight. That's why we're sorry for the technical difficulty, but we are live. You will not be able to see this event live tonight, but it will be available on DVD in just a matter of weeks. Be sure to check out the ProWrestlingEvo.com website to be able to order that. And one of those men competing in tonight's tournament, the Man Scout Jake Manning, who has been competing over the past few months with the Man Scout Merit Challenge, putting his career on the line so that he can prove that he is the best here. He has decided that every single one of the matches he is in tonight is a Man Scout Merit Challenge, meaning that if he does not win tonight's tournament, he will have to give up his career in Evo. Let's hear what Jake had to say about putting his career on the line in this EVOEight tournament.
You know, it takes a special man to wear this hat. It takes a special man to wear that shirt with all the badges on it. It takes a special man to follow this book word for word. I've carried all this to the ring with me, but I've also carried something else. The burden of knowing that if I lose in Pro Wrestling Evo, I'm done. You know, I've carried that for several months from now, and it's always been uphill battle, but you know, one match at a time. Usually one match in a night. But now, I find myself, my back against the wall, painted into a corner. I now have to win all my matches at the EVOEight. That's 3 matches against probably some of the 3 best competitors of the whole field. I mean, we're talking about guys who would advance to the semis and then the finals. So, looking at the field the way it is now, I got my work cut out for me. But this is exactly what I wanted to prove, is that I deserve to be at the top. You know, my place is to be, you know, the man, or the Man Scout, that is, in Pro Wrestling Evo. Well, now I have to prove it. So it's do or die for me. It should be clear to all the people at home. It's very clear to me. So it's either I become the EVOEight champion, or I'm gone from Pro Wrestling Evo. So on January 13th, what exactly is going to happen? I guess we'll find out.
And we see how important this tournament is to Jake Manning, another person who is interested in getting over in this tournament tonight, a guy who has changed some over the past few weeks, been sending us some videos talking about the 7 deadly sins, and that's a man by the name of Kirby Mack.
Put out a graphic with the other 7 competitors, and they show me just exactly who I'm going up against in this EVOEight tournament. And the more I sat there and I stared at this computer screen and I dissected each individual competitor in the EVOEight, I realized the wrestling business that I love so much is doomed. It is doomed to fail miserably. As I looked at these guys, I realized that these 8 individuals are the human embodiment of one of the 7 deadly sins, wrath. Now when I say wrath, you probably think anger, malice, the desire to harm and retaliate. You're gonna fail, Zach. You're gonna fail at everything you do. And here's why. Because you are quick to anger, easy to defeat. You don't think, you're Dr. Jekyll and you're Mr. Hyde. You can't control it and you can't stand it. You see, John Schuyler, he knows what it's like to be sloth. Simply put, he's lazy. You see, John Schuyler used to be a fan. He used to be a smart one. He sat front row and he cheered me and my brother. He sat front row and he booed me and my brother. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. You see, this sin, it can't be hidden. Unlike that of Zach's salvation, his demon wrath, this sin, it's worn on his sleeve. Everybody can see it. Eric Royal, you are a glutton. I don't know much about you. I don't know you at all. There's still hope for you. Gluttony. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country. You take an oath, Jake Manning. You take an oath to help people, to keep yourself mentally aware, to keep yourself strong both physically and both mentally against the world and against temptations. You take that oath, not me. Or when it comes to you, Jake Manning, you can just have a lust to want to be admired and respected by people, to want people to believe in your code, to want people to live by your oath and by your standards and by your morals. You see, I'm going to be holding you to your word, Jake Manning. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God.
And joining me at this time is Kirby Mack. Kirby, you have addressed 6 of the 8 competitors here tonight, 6 of the 7 men that you will face. The one you have not addressed is the man you face in the opening round, Cedric Alexander. What do you have to say to Cedric tonight?
You see, when I accepted this spot in the EVOEight, I sat back like a good worker and I analyzed my other competitors. And I didn't set out to talk about the 7 deadly sins. I didn't set out to disgrace anyone. But the more that I analyzed, the more that I saw that the parallels between the other 7 competitors and the 7 deadly sins, they were staggering. You see, you got Zach Salvation and Wrath. You got Jake Manning and Lust. Caleb Conley, Greed, Eric Royal, Glutton. You've got all those sins. And now a lot of people will say, oh, this was all planned out. You see, you chose to talk about the last sin on this platform. You chose to talk about Cedric Alexander because that's who you're facing tonight in the tournament. You would have it all wrong. You see, I chose this platform to talk about Cedric Alexander, whether I was going to face him or not. Reason being, because Cedric Alexander represents a sin that has shown the most destruction of all the other 7. You see, Cedric Alexander represents envy, otherwise known as invidiousness. You see, envy, it's a resentful emotion. It's a resentful emotion when one lacks a superior quality of another individual. Now let's look at Cedric Alexander. Let's look at envy. The perfect fall from grace story. You see, Cedric, he was your first EVOEight winner. He was your first Pro Wrestling Evo champion. And now look at Cedric. All Cedric is a man drove crazy, a man destroyed by his own sin, the sin of envy. You see, Cedric wants what Marcellus King has. He wants that superior quality that he lacks. Now, Cedric may not be Or let me say, Marcellus King may not be a better man than Cedric, but the way Cedric is acting, he certainly is making it look that way. He's being engulfed by the sin of envy. And you see, tonight I'm just going to go out there and prove to the world one more time, Cedric, that it is much better. It is much better to reflect, to understand, to repent, and to be a change man, more so than it is to ignore, to deny, and to keep going down a path of self-destruction. Cedric Alexander, tonight, envy will be the end of you. He's got some work to do. Don't forget my name.
Well, there you have it, fans. You see that this is going to be an intense night here for the EVOEight tournament. But EVOEight isn't the only thing we have going on tonight. Pro Wrestling Evolution also introduces a new division tonight, the Super Hex division. HEX stands for High Energy Experience. And what this is a group of young men who really go out there and put it all on the line. They are the high flyers of the group. They are the big impact makers of the group. They are the future of professional wrestling. And tonight, 5 of those men will step into the ring, and they will begin the quest for the first ever Super Hex champion. Now, I can't tell you a whole lot about the entire division at this point. Things are still being worked out. Many things are under wrap, but we do know that a point system is in play here, and that point system will be on the ProWrestlingEvo.com website in just a matter of weeks. You can get all the information there, but those 5 men tonight compete in an elimination match that will begin that point total. So make sure you check out ProWrestlingEvo.com for more information as the Super Hex division builds to our first Super Hex champion. And while you're at the ProWrestlingEvo.com website, be sure to check out Evo On Demand. For those of you who have not had a chance to see any of our DVDs or be at any of our live events, this is an opportunity for you to see those events, to see those DVDs live, streaming there on your computer or Android or iPhone device. All you do is head over to EvoOnDemand.com. Here's a little something about it.
Do you want Evo action? 24/7? Well, now you can have it. Any day, anytime. Evo On Demand. Available now at EvoOnDemand.com.
Be sure to check out Evo On Demand, fans. But joining me now at this time, a man who finished. He was the runner-up in last year's EVOEight tournament and looking to make a big splash this year to get another chance at Marcellus King's Pro Wrestling Evo Heavyweight Championship. Joining me at this time, Zach Salvation. Zach, give me your thoughts on tonight's EVOEight tournament.
Well, simply put, my thoughts on tonight, I'm going to enter in the EVOEight tournament. First match is against John Schuyler. Great talent. Wrestles all up and down the Carolinas. I've seen him, and I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I hadn't wrestled him before. And I'd also be lying to you if I didn't say that I lost to him before. So tonight, my intentions, they're crystal clear.
And they would be?
They're clear. I messed that up. Hey, can we start that over? Can we?
In case you haven't heard, this is live television.
Oh, my bad. I must have pulled a Chris Shore spot from earlier, man. Oh, man, that was good. But seriously, if I'm going to sit here and give you my intentions on what I'm going to do to John Schuyler tonight, I would be a bloody fool. It is a stupid mistake to tell anybody what I'm going to do to John Schuyler tonight because he could very well be listening right now. But I know who else is listening. Marcellus King. I know you're watching. You got those black beady little eyes looking at me right now. And let me tell you this, Marcellus King. After tonight, when Zach Salvation walks out, the EVOEight tournament champion. Yeah, that's what I told him. That's what I told him. When Zach Salvation walks out, the EVOEight tournament champion, Marcellus King, I'm coming straight at you, man. Straight at you. I'm going to take your title, and I'm going to take Evo straight to the top. Why? Because salvation is here.
Salvation is here, ladies and gentlemen. We are mere minutes away from the EVOEight tournament. This is your last chance. If you're in the Concord, Charlotte area and you're seeing this, head on over right now to Venue 29 and check it out. We're going to the ring in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pro Wrestling Evolution!
Step into this ring. One will step out with a chance at Marcellus King's Pro Wrestling Evo Heavyweight Championship. DVD available in just a couple of weeks on ProWrestlingEvo.com and of course on EvoOnDemand.com. My name is Chris Shore. Thank you for joining us for the Pro Wrestling EVOEight Pre-Show. We will see you back here next time.